APAS is an interdisciplinary program here at ASU that provides a major and a minor and a certificate program. And what APAS faculty do is they teach a wide array of courses that provide an insight into the Asian American and Pacific Islander experience.
But more specifically, a multicultural perspective.
Actually, we get students from all over campus, from different backgrounds, and the faculty are really diverse.
Classes range from history classes to literature to psychology to geography.
I love to be able to teach the research that I do, which is in film and media studies and in Asian American literature.
Students who's never taken an APAS course before should expect a dynamic and engaging instructor, material that they've never covered before, or perhaps they've thought about but not in these ways.
One of our current majors, he was an engineering major, and for him it was this epiphany after taking an APAS class. He realized, you know, when I look into the world, there's more stuff going on about race than there is about engineering, so I'm gonna switch. I don't expect every student to do that, but I think that the value of taking our classes is that you'll see the world in a way that you never thought you'd see it before.
Asian Pacific American Studies is important to everybody. I'm Mexican American, but I do find a lot of similarities within my own culture and beliefs within what I study.
I identify as multicultural or bicultural, and I felt like I knew a lot about my culture as a Pacific Islander. But after taking this class, I have also learned about just ethnic studies in general.
My technical and writing skills have dramatically increased ever since APA 200. So during my chemical engineering courses, there's like a single method that we to write very technical, chronological order. And with APA 200, I'm able to take different kind of approaches to everything. So I can pull in some history, I can pull in some recent information, incorporating all these elements to show that my paper is not one-dimensional like in a technical paper.
Learning APAS, learning the history of Asian Pacific Americans in the U.S. is critically important.
When you go into the workforce, you're going to meet various kinds of people who come from different cultures and backgrounds. How you communicate is a very important thing of building relationships with your coworkers.
Many students I know have the aspiration to eventually own their business. Learning in class in terms of the structural opportunity as well as difficulties or challenges would prepare our students to learn more about the reality, because college is the best time.
In an institution like ASU, we want to expose you to as much as we can in the best way that we can. And luckily our classes cover a lot of GE requirements.
So you can find almost any designation you need for general studies in our courses. Plus you'll have fun and you'll be challenged to think outside the box. We're creating a Bruce Lee course where we're going to talk about Asian American masculinity. Do you know that all these NBA stars have been in Bruce Lee films? What is the connection between African American and Asian American masculinity? These are some of the things we're going to ask in this Bruce Lee class.
Studying and teaching these courses allows students to understand that, we do have these points of connectedness, and oftentimes these points of connectedness, whether you want to believe it or not, involve social protests against oppression, be it through gender, sexual orientation, race, labor, immigration issues. I think these are all issues that affect everybody, and I think it's important to understand that and to know not just these media images of people being disruptive, but what brings the people to become disruptive, especially if they felt voiceless over so many generations.
Dr. Rondia is developing a Hello Kitty course. We love Hello Kitty. She's this little kitten with no mouth. And what does that say? Does it say that she's supposed to be quiet and demure, or is it simply part of Japanese culture, like the dolls that have no mouths? We don't know. We're going to explore that. But Hello Kitty is a transnational phenomenon that's going to help us understand globalization, consumerism, and also design. So these are fun ways we have of engaging students in really serious issues that are changing our world right now around us.
I've been able to teach a course and design a course called Inequality and Diversity in Education.
I was just immediately like, I need to take this class.
One of my favorite classes was with Dr. Joanne Rondilia, and she focused on the connection between cultures and food. And we would even bring the food into class to share with each other.
Rather than just giving you historical notes, they would give you all sorts of information from all different resources, and then you were kind of able to take all that in and to really analyze it on your own terms.
Asian Pacific Americans are the fastest growing ethnic minority population in the United States. And so in any area, business or medicine, law, having an understanding of this population will help any student to do better and to connect more with different populations and in the work that they do.
We are the only program in Arizona that offers information and histories and narratives about Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders in the U.S.
Knowing the diversity and people's life, people's struggle historically and contemporarily would really help us become well-rounded citizens, be it any country. You can be global citizen, you can be citizen of any country.
I found a really strong interest with Pacific Island culture, which brought me to looking at study abroad courses in the Pacific. Because I am a working student, I do accept financial aid, and I don't have financial assistance from my parents. Making it to New Zealand financially was a struggle. APAS faculty and staff promoted my GoFundMe account. They actually donated to help me fund my trip to New Zealand.
The faculty is amazing. They're so passionate.
Which makes you even more passionate.
And I think that that's the value of not just our classes, but our faculty and what we're trying to do with APAS.
We have another professor named Wendy Chang, and she's an award-winning author. She has received awards for both her books.
We have amazing faculties that not only are exceptional in the scholarship in which they sort of engage in, but also they love teaching, and I think they love their students. We love our students, and that's why we're here.
We're APAS. Take a class.